All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and do a real quick update. As you can see, or at least you can kind of see, I did go ahead and finish the staining process of the furniture itself, of this particular dresser, as well as the drawers. And, it's not really doing a whole lot of justice because of the sun right now. But I'm kind of curious to see how everything turns out. Like I said, I'm not going for complete perfection. This is just going in my bedroom. I'm more so looking at the process. What would I change? What would I do differently? I think once I put all this together, actually put the drawers in, I think I might like it a little more. I'm kind of a little iffy on it at the moment, but it's definitely going to be one of those fit, form, and function kind of processes. But as you can see, I did go ahead. Well, my hand's all gray now. Look like the Tin Man. But essentially, whenever I end up cutting the material, as you can see, it still has the little notches in it. This is a test piece. Again, I'm not going for perfection here, so don't be too critical. The concept is I wanted to see how would it turn out if I took a piece of general furniture that has laminate material on it. If I put 1/4 inch plywood over it and then simply stain the material, how would it turn out? Now, at this point right here, I'm still going with it. It is what it is. However, there are a few things I would have changed, and I think it would make it look a little bit better. Now, what I do wish I would have done is say up here on the top and here, what I wish I would have done is actually maybe a 1/2 inch strip, a 1 inch strip, doesn't matter, but essentially just a solid line. So I would have actually cut a piece of material and just ran it down the length of this right here to butt up to this material. Same thing on the bottom there. Same thing on the other side. Then on this back side, I would put another piece here and then there also. Then cut the material and sandwich it in between that picture frame. Now here's the reason why. The reason I wish I would have done that is because then instead of an uneven edge right here, plus the exposed um, uh, layers, instead of that, you would have had a crisp edge right here. So that's one thing I would have changed. It's too far right now. Like I said, I'm going with it. But that is one thing in particular I would have done differently. Now, another thing up here on the top, probably something very similar. I would have, say, around the whole top layer, I would have done, say, a picture frame, or, and then laminate, then cut a piece of material to go inside of that picture frame, if you will. Or I would have used a better piece of plywood. That way I could have routed out this edge, just so that you wouldn't see the layers again. So that you would have seen more of a grain rather than layers. So other than that, I'm pretty happy with how the color turned out. Granted, this wood grain itself was sanded down from originally a walnut, or an oak rather. It was actually an oak color. So this is how the stain turned out. Once I ended up using the gray, where'd it go? It's over here. So this is the color I went with. It is a classic gray. The number is, well, it's kind of can't tell what that number is. Looks like 27. Yeah, I don't think there's a third number there, so it should just be classic gray 27. But anyway, so that's where it turned out. And like I said, this is what the color turned out looking like on this material. This is a piece of 1/4 inch plywood, and then this is the original material. So like I said, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty content with how this is all coming together. Like I said, the only thing I would have changed is that you wouldn't have been able to see the layers. But other than that, I think I'm gonna just keep going with it. This should be dry enough. Well, it'll definitely be dry enough by tomorrow. I'll go ahead and be able to bring this in the house tomorrow. Mostly, I want to be able to let this air dry because of it being a stain. Now what I did do is once I finished staining everything, what I did was I went back with a clean cloth and wiped off any additional excess. Again, I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just going for the process. This is a learning experience. I'm not trying to do anything elaborate with this. I want to see how it would turn out. So I'm very happy with how it turned out so far. You saw what it looked like before I did anything. This is what it looks like at this point. I think I'm gonna like it. It's definitely gonna have that rustic kind of look to it. I don't know. We'll see how it all turns out in the end. Now, for reference, this is what it looks like now. The sun's really throwing it off right now, but this is what the laminate material looked like before. So that's the reason why I went with. Again, let's zoom back in over there. So that's what the new one looks like. And this is what it looked like before. So as you can see, I sanded everything down. This one, before I do anything else to it, I do need to actually pull this back out and finish sanding it down. I mostly wanted to, before I kept going with this one, trying to get this one done, I mostly wanted to be able to get this one out of my garage because I have a lot of stuff in here and I really need to get stuff out of here, but just try not to look around too much. But anyway, so that's where it is as of right now. I want to be able to get this done, get this in the house, but this is where it is as of right now. And then I'll be able to focus on this other dresser, which is right over here. I'll be able to focus on this one, and there's the drawers back there, and it's taking up space around my weight rack. So there's that. But anyway, like I said, if you like this project, please leave a comment in the comments below. That way you can say, hey, I like what you're doing with this, or hey, you should not have done this. Whatever it is, pros, cons, go ahead and throw it in the comments below. Like I said, there are some of the drawers. That's what they look like before. I took off. Oh, something else I'm gonna do is for all the handles, I'm actually gonna use some spray paint. I haven't decided what color yet. I might go with maybe like a brushed nickel, something like that. I don't know yet. But honestly, I'm gonna see what I have on hand. I might end up using black. I don't know. I'm gonna see what I have on hand. And whatever that is probably what it's going to be. So again, I'm trying to extend out the concept of a free project build with materials I already have on hand and or things that I acquired for free, such as I acquired this dresser for free and acquired this one for free. So it's a learning experience, going through with it, see how it all turns out. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any tips and tricks, anything you would have done differently, anything that you did like in this video, anything you didn't like in this video. I'm open to comments and or suggestions. So, all right. Thank you again. Oh, and of course, as always, stay tuned for the future updates. That way you can see how the rest of this turns out. This one right here, I'll do another video once I put everything together. Once I put all the drawers in. Honestly, once this dries, I'm bringing it in the house. I'm going to start putting everything in. I'm not even going to wait on dealing with the handles. I'm getting this out of the garage. But then that'll essentially alleviate this footprint from the garage, and it'll allow me to start kind of storing stuff in there. I'm sure I'll figure out how to open up the drawers without them. I might put the old handles on, and then take all of them off and stain them all, paint them all at the same time. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you as always, and good to go.